The following is a paid program for Close Up on America's Business, brought to you by Close Up TV News and our host, Scott Murray.
Hi, I'm Scott Murray. Please be advised that I'm a paid spokesperson for the Haughton Law Group. The attorneys here at the Haughton Law Group have over 19 years' experience in legal practice, covering a wide variety of practice areas. However, the main direction that the practice has been going of late involves representing businesses, much of which is in the area of litigation for consumers and small businesses. Modern business is ever-changing, and while the firm continues to offer a variety of practice areas, they are excited about the direction the firm is now taking.
Every contract that a client signs in this office has as one of the terms of the contract complete honesty. And we're asking for that from the client, and we're also offering that to the client. If we look at your case and your case doesn't look good, a transaction doesn't look good, we're going to give you the recommendation, not that earns us the most money, but the recommendation that's going to cause you at the end of this situation, whatever it is, to say, he gave me the best advice he could give me, and makes you want to come back to it. So we do, trust is a big part of the way we practice. If you don't trust your lawyer, you need to find another one. It's just that simple.
Almost all my clients are entrepreneurs and business owners. And what happens is, the old adage that it's not if you get sued, it's when you get sued, is absolutely true. Anytime that you have a successful business person, they are doing deals, they're selling things to a lot of people, they're doing things for a lot of people, and they get sued. And so one of the advantages that I could see for my clients was that if they do run into something that requires litigation, or they're dragged into litigation, I don't have to refer them out to another firm. I don't have to introduce them to another attorney. I simply walk across the office, bring John into the conversation, and they get consultation about the litigation aspects right there on the spot. The other aspect of it is, anytime you draft a contract, anytime you put a deal together, you have to consider what a court or a jury would look at in terms of how you structure something. And so having a trial lawyer involved in the process is good, because it's a way for me to be able to get feedback about what would happen to this contract in the courtroom without having to go out and find someone else. It's all in one place.
When I think about the firm's motto, as it is, of taking care of business, I know that we do a large amount of our practice on business entities, transactions, and things of that nature, and it definitely has that meaning that we do a lot of business work. But the way that I think about it also is that we get things done. We take care of business in that manner. We're efficient and we try to be cost effective.
We like to look at the whole client, all aspects of their business, all aspects of their transaction, and resolve it in a holistic manner. The thing that we're really passionate about in this office is we're passionate about business owners and giving business owners, whether you've been in business for years or whether you've been recently forced into business by a layoff or some other circumstance, we're passionate about giving you every opportunity to be successful in business, to make it operate better for you, to help you sleep at night and not worry about it.
I think what sets me apart is that I enjoy the challenge of constructing and structuring what the transaction needs to be, and then I enjoy writing it, and I enjoy putting it down on paper. When it comes to transactions, you have to be able to write. You have to be able to take an idea that someone tells you as a layman and convert that into a document that can be used in court, can be enforced in court.
I want to be sure to make them feel respected in the situation. I want to make sure that the clients understand that I feel like we're on the same playing field. You know, they are great at what they do in their businesses or whatever it may be, and we're great at what we do, and we're equals, and we need to work together to achieve their goals. And that's really what I'm there for, is to facilitate whatever they need done and help them achieve their goals.
You walk in here, you get a great down-home feeling. How would you compare this with some of the larger organizations, some of the larger firms, and why people should come to you just as much as they should go to one of the larger firms?
I think what we really enjoy is we enjoy watching clients who are well informed and are happy. Happy is an interesting word because it doesn't necessarily mean they're just tickled pink about being sued, but they are certainly happy that we've given them the best advice we can give them, that we've resolved the case as quickly and as effectively and efficiently as we could, and that we've really kept their best interest at heart throughout the entire process. I want them to feel good not only about the outcome of the case, but also about their decision to choose us as their law firm.
Transactional law is two parties or more transacting business, borrowing money from each other, having a partnership in a business. So when someone wants to borrow money from someone, you have to figure out where the money is going to come from, who's going to be responsible for the collateral, how is the collateral going to be secured, what kind of documentation is going to be needed to take care of certain issues that come up. So it's very challenging in terms of you hear what your client wants to do and you have to figure out how to put it together, almost like how you build a car. You can't just say, I want to build a car. You have to know where the engine goes, how many wheels you're going to have. What I find challenging about transactional work is taking an idea that people have and figuring out how it translates in our legal system into something that's enforceable and something that the parties can do business together with.
I am very excited to be one of 3 in a firm that's growing as opposed to one of 300 in a firm that's trying to maintain. And this area specifically is seeing enormous growth in population and in wealth, and that's something that we're going to be able to capitalize on. You know, with more people, there's more problems, and we can help them navigate those issues. I feel like I'm on the ground floor of something that's going to be amazing, and that's very exciting to me.
We are a small firm, but we both have a long experience in the legal practice. I've been practicing for 20 years, and Dave's been practicing for 17 years. Both of us have extensive experience, Dave in transactional, I have extensive experience in the courtroom. Beyond that, we're also both business owners, operated a business. In fact, while I was going through law school, it had a number of employees and dealt with contracts and dealt with customers every day. That gives me an insight into the businessman's way of thinking and the things that are important to him. Dave likewise has been involved in a number of businesses, technology businesses, and has dealt more with the funding, the financing, mergers and acquisitions, and those sorts of things. So we really have a very interesting and beneficial combination of not only legal experience on both the trial side and the transactional side, but life experience that I think will give our clients an edge when the time comes that they need us.
I think it's important for a business owner to know if the deal is good or if the deal is bad, and I think it's especially important for them to know if their deal is bad. I have a lot of clients that come in and they have already convinced themselves that they want to do a transaction or do a transaction a certain way, and it's difficult for the attorney to get to a point where he'll tell the client, I don't believe that that's the right way to do it. Especially in litigation, if the client has a bad case, they need to know that they have a bad case. The last thing an entrepreneur needs is to have their lawyer tell them what they want to hear and then find out tens of thousands of dollars down the line that from the beginning their case wasn't very good. Because most entrepreneurs don't have that much money to spend on lawyers and litigation and transactions. So they need to know up front the good, bad, and the ugly, and we try to do that.
First of all, I want the client to understand when they leave here, my lawyer really listened to me. He did what needed to be done. The second thing is my lawyer was always honest with me, always direct with me. I never had to wonder about what he was thinking in this case. But when they walk out of the door, I want them to think, those guys really know how to take care of business. They were working on my case relentlessly. They kept me informed. They got the case done. And that's what we want to leave them with. We want them to say, when you think about the Haughton Law Firm, that they take care of business.
Haughton Law Group attorneys have handled hundreds of disputes involving contracts, and they certainly understand the importance of closing deals in an efficient manner. Their experience in the courtroom and transactional law in many various practice areas, combined with their background as business owners, obviously makes them capable of handling business transactions of all sizes and certainly all types. Ultimately, a business owner's goal is to run their business and make money. And the Haughton Law Group is taking care of business. For Close Up on America's Business, I'm Scott Murray in Aubrey, Texas.
The preceding was a paid program for Close Up on America's Business, brought to you by Close Up TV News and our host, Scott Murray.